All right, Ryan. So it looks like we got a big project going on today. What are you doing there?
We've got Wilwood sent us front and rear brakes for my little daily driver 1500 truck. You guys will see it here in a minute. Javi's getting ready to pull it in, but it's a 2015 1500. It's got a 6.2. We swapped a 6.2 in it. It's got a Maggie, a little 1.9 Maggie on it. Truck makes about 660, 650 to the tires. We run it. It's got a flex fuel sensor in it, so we run it on pump gas, E85, whatever I can find. Javi and I just drove it, loaded up the Hemi, and sold one of our motors and drove it to Dallas to meet Scott Taylor to sell that. So I try to drive it's probably what I drive the most of the cars that I have. It's versatile, it's easy to drive, gets pretty dang good gas mileage. I can haul about anything in it. Seems like I'm always picking up car parts or something from powder coating or running to somebody's place or whatever. But the brakes are terrible. So the brakes are terrible. I bought the truck, stock, and I found it on Marketplace, about 2 years ago now.
Oh yeah, you did.
Yeah.
This is the one I thought was so far. You got this one off Marketplace.
Yep, this is the one I got off Marketplace. I found it. Some dude in Texas was selling it. Said take over payments or whatever, and he owed. I mean, these things are going for a lot of money now, but at the time, I think he owed $13,900 on it or something. Had 70,000 miles on it. So I picked the truck up because I wanted a regular cab driver again. Ricky put my red truck out of its misery, so I had to replace it.
Got him. Before I burnt the red truck down.
I had a feeling you were going to tear it up. That's why I did it.
Premonition.
So, you know, from the back in the Fireball days, we had a 1.9 Magnuson. That's what we would put on a lot of our Fireball trucks that we would sell. So we had a used one of those, a takeoff laying around, so I bolted it up. Stainless Works sent me headers for it. So as soon as I put this on it, very shortly after, we spun a rod bearing in it in the 5.3. So we took the 5.3 out, put a piston and rod, aftermarket piston and rod 6.2 in it. So now it has an aftermarket piston and rod 6.2 stock crank, a ported set of LME heads, a Magnuson 1.9, stock throttle body, stock airbox, and we got it on flex fuel, and it's pretty fun. It's like, I don't know, me and Ricky are always playing with it. He's got a little truck too, that's a single turbo truck, but makes about 660 to the tires right now, but the brakes are terrible. So it's got small factory brakes on it. We're gonna put, what'd he say?
What'd you say, Ricky?
Ryan got tired of getting outran, so now he's got to do some stuff.
I just whooped you the other day.
Yeah,
So-
finally.
Finally, I don't think you outran me the first time.
Yeah, the first time.
I don't know about that. Anyway, so Ricky's version is I get tired of getting whooped, so I gotta do some stuff to it. But Ricky, how much faster is it gonna be with these new brakes on it?
Not that much faster. But it'll probably stop better.
Okay, that's what I was thinking. Yeah, so today we're gonna do front and rear brakes. We got rotors, calipers, brake pads, and we got a whole kit. We got a whole front kit and a whole rear kit, made by Wilwood. All I have opened so far is the rear calipers. So they're
sharp.
huge. So these are 14-inch, those are 4-piston calipers, big 14-inch rotors. This is just the back, so I don't know what the front is. I don't know if they sent me, I think they sent me, it might be the same front and rear. But man, I can't see anyway. This won't stop a whole lot better. So today we're gonna install all this stuff. And as you saw, I had the factory airbox on it, so we made a 5-inch cold air for it. Called K&N, got an air filter, made a little heat found a heat shield from something else that we're gonna make work. And we cut this up, had my buddy Travis weld on a mass air flange and powder coat it. So this is what we're gonna do to this thing today. Just try to make it drive a little bit better. And then I'm sure after this cold air, we're gonna retune it. So, but we'll see what the front looks like. Front probably looks similar to the back, but we will see. More t-shirts. Javi, I got you some Wilwood shirts to wear. Ooh. Well, there's 3X stuff in there, so I'm not really sure who's wearing that.
That's me right there.
Okay. We got Richard some t-shirts, is what we got. Huh? You can fit those, Rick? I don't know if you can fit in a 3X. I think like you and your girlfriend can fit in a 3X together.
With some room left over.
With some room left over. With your skinny ass. Nice big old brake pads. Yeah, this was probably, I think this is gonna be a 14-inch front as well, from what I can tell. And honestly, I've had this stuff for a long time. We have had this stuff for a while. We've had this stuff for
6 months.
6 months or a year, but we've been on the road with MPK and haven't really had time to put this stuff on. So me and Javi were talking about, I said, today, let's just spend some time on my truck and get my brakes on, because also these boxes take up a lot of space. So kind of a dual purpose. Hang on to that for a second.
Working.
I can tell you this, we're going to be adding weight to this for sure.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
It might get slower. You might be, if I put these brakes on it, if it adds enough weight, you might be able to outrun it. Yeah. Where'd you go yesterday? So me and Ricky and Chuck met at the old B&R shop 2 days ago. A couple days ago. Ricky was talking smack to us. That's what he does all day long, is he just wakes up and he just figures out who he's gonna mess with. It doesn't matter if he's fast or not. He's just gonna go ahead and try to, I guess these are right, man. These say some weird stuff on them. It doesn't matter if he's fast or not, he's gonna talk smack to everybody. So one night he was talking smack to me and Chuck on a group text, and we were like, well, why don't you just meet us over at the old B&R shop? We'll just see which one of these trucks is faster. The road was closed off, of course.
Totally.
Yeah, you know. Yeah, because we were in Mexico. The old B&R shop we were talking about is in Mexico.
Yeah, totally.
So we drove to Mexico that night.
Not to Mexico.
And raced. And what'd you go? I think it was 0 for 2 or 0 for 3. What was it, Rick?
Hey, you took some L that night, Rick?
Depending on if you count what I raced on the way there.
Who'd you race on the way there?
A Challenger, a Charger.
You got yourself a Challenger. So you
I ran them, and then we
got whooped by 2 trucks.
Rick, did you get the old,
Well,
did you get the Martin?
I for sure got whooped by one truck, and one truck was pretty close.
I mean, you got walked away from the big end, but you know, whatever.
With a turbo truck?
Yeah, I turbo screwed him with the blower truck.
My turbo truck.
Yeah. All right, so this is front and this is rear. Hav, let's start on the front. So why don't you, and we'll just take it one side at a time. Larger ID side. Yeah, we kind of did. We don't know how or how the coincidence is or what the deal is. That's my Boxo. I ordered a Boxo razor repair toolkit to stay on my razor in case we get stranded somewhere or whatever. It's just like a little kit, like $80. The order numbers got swapped. My Boxo went to wherever this microwave was supposed to go, and this microwave went to my house.
Damn, somebody got.
The crazy thing it's from the Corvette Camaro place that I've ordered parts from before. So I don't know how that's possible, but with the larger ID side of the rotor facing away from the hat, bolt rotor to hat through the back side of the rotor using washers and bolts. Using alternating sequence, apply Loctite 271 to the threads, torque the bolts to 140 inch-pounds. Bolts must be safety wired using standard 032 dimension safety wire. Well, okay, we might do that. All right, so, yep. I don't know how you could be having problems with the brake setup over there, but sure, you can tell me if that's if that makes you feel good. Bobby, this does not go in from the back. Like this does not go in like this. It definitely goes like this.
That's the way I took it off like that.
You took it off like this?
Yeah, well, that's the way the stock one was.
I don't understand why it won't go if it's like that.
Well, maybe I was putting it on wrong.
Oh, was it an adapter for the bigger brakes? Rotors?
Yeah, it holds the rotors, but I don't know how you were trying to put it on like this?
Yes.
I would assume that that's wrong.
Okay. What else, right?
What made you do it the other way?
Just because how it's stepped
Because
like
it's
that.
notched.
'Cause
Yeah.
That's
That's what it looks like.
Okay, let's look. This is.
And it doesn't go like that? Like this?
no, it doesn't. It won't line up.
Oh, wow.
The hole will never line up because of this.
Oh.
How it got the edge on it. But that picture is kind of hard to understand. No, it looks like the way Ryan just had it on is the correct way. That's not the way the bolts came off. But like you just said, flip it over the other way, the flat side too.
Like if you go, thing is we don't. So I didn't take it off. How did it come off?
Exactly like this.
So that was in the front like that.
No, so it's not notched. So you're probably right, Ryan, the way it goes like that.
I would assume it goes like this. And the bolts came in from the back.
Yeah. Yes. Absolutely. Yeah.
So it's either okay. So the bolts came in from the back. So it either goes like this, or it goes like this. There's only two ways it can go.
Yes.
And it doesn't fit like that. Although I see why you would think that it should be like that.
Yeah.
But you say it does not fit, right?
The holes do not line up. No, they will never line up unless you take material off of it. That's why I was kind of wondering, because this is aftermarket, maybe they left a lot more meat on it. You know what
Sure won't be the end of the world to grind it down.
I mean? No,
The trick is we need to figure out how this bracket goes on.
like Rick said, if you get the hat, I would, like, at least bolt the half-ass together, I'll know, right? Because
I don't know if you'll know or not.
obviously the spacing is
Okay,
going to be...
that is going to stick your caliper out front. This is going to put your caliper back in set. So for the time being, because it'll go on,
Bolt it like that?
put a bolt. Yeah, you know, I wouldn't. If you haven't put Loctite on it, don't yet.
Yeah, I can wipe it off. It looks...
Truthfully, it doesn't look like it goes on that way.
It's a very reversed picture of the way.
Because there's no notch.
It looks like the notch is
no,
facing...
it does look like it goes on that way. Put it on that way, and let's see. Let's go.
Have a fucking hot going to it anyway.
Here's some fuel system news. Nobody makes a drop-in for your truck. I forgot about all this. So they texted me this morning. So Holly was like, "Hey, I got all these." They don't. So okay. This is another one of those times that you're fucking not listening. Do you want to listen or do you want to tell me about it?
Go ahead.
Okay. Nobody makes one because the opening for the fucking 99s are too small. But if you swap in a 1500 tank from 2003, I'll get the deal. It's 2003 or 2005 and up. Then you can put an air motive, a Holly, or anything else you want into it. But nobody makes a 99 anything big.
Okay, so last night when I was doing research, Texas Speed
Oh man, you would say this.
has a kit that is a 2 340s and a 465, I think. Or whatever, they say it's 7 gallons per minute.
Probably not for your truck.
Or whatever. $4.99, they call it the Phantom. Fucking.
Yes, and it comes with a tank.
Or whatever, and they say a 99 has a steel tank in it, or a plastic tank in it. And if it has a plastic tank in it,
Oh, shit.
Oh man, is that water?
That's oil.
if it has a plastic tank in it, it will work.
Okay.
With a
So
99
Aeromotive says-
99 to, they call it the 99 to.
I don't know why I try to help you because you really got it all figured out. He's always got it figured out, don't he?
Doesn't fucking
I'm just
listen.
telling you what I read last night.
Okay. So what do you want to do?
I would assume maybe that's not great.
I don't know.
Oil's not conducting fluid.
I would find a oath, whatever my text message says. Here, let me tell you. So from the fuel system people,
Engineers.
Yeah, from the engineer directly. What do you want?
Grinders? Anybody know if they were on that thing?
Yeah, if you ask Javi where he put stuff at, if you can find out from him.
The one person out of the whole shop?
Who used those? Who in this out of this? These guys right here. Hang on. Who gonna use the tools in here? It's pretty much you
all
and
of
him.
us?
Yeah. How much do I actually work? If you ask Ricky, he says none. Yeah, he says none. So.
No, I do, but I can't remember the last. I can't even remember. I always used the little gun.
So when you go to me and you go, hey man, where's this at? I'm gonna be the last motherfucker to know where you put everything.
You're just the one that said anything.
Matt, you know where the grinders are?
Rick, anybody?
I haven't used any grinders. Rick,
I would go over there where we straighten all that shit up. It's gonna be over there.
Underneath one of those deals over there.
What, over here?
Yeah, I would assume. I don't know. I don't think whatever fluid this is, it's good conducting fluid, but maybe this is what's wrong with it.
No, the tank is too small to have anything large in it whatsoever. You can put a single pump in it, no problem. They can swap in a 2005 plus 1500 series tank in those trucks that will accept our 5-gallon drop-in assembly. We can make a level sending bracket and everything for that conversion if that's what you would like. You just need to come up with a 2005 and up 1500 tank. Well, that's not what I asked you. I asked you if you found it.
I did not find the one that I was thinking of because this one looks old as fuck.
Yeah, that ain't it. That's not the one that we have here at the shop. I don't know if I can get him to understand, but like if you'll put stuff up, you'll find stuff. But if you never put stuff up, it's gonna be real hard to find.
I have no clue. I'm gonna guess Aeromotive makes this, but if you go by Texas Speed, this is the exact wording it says. The 1999-2004 models with the plastic tank, this is the Phantom design, use a smaller factory opening than the 2005 to 2007 models, which have their own series of Phantom drop-in kits. The smaller opening in the 1999 to 2004 tank does limited the pump configure, which will fit these tanks. This pump, including a single 340, dual 340, and a single 450.
I don't know. What does that mean? Does that mean it fits in your truck?
It has a smaller. The 99s do have a smaller opening.
Correct.
But
Did you get
Aeromotive has a drop-in that fits in the small deal. It's what Texas Speed's saying.
Ricky
But
needs
not
that
with
smaller
not a
opening.
5.
Huh?
Not with a 5. Not with a 5 gallon per minute.
Yeah, you want that rigged up one that's got 3 or 4 pumps on it? If it'll fit, you want me to get you that one?
Not really.
Okay.
And pretty much we just gotta find a 2005 or 2017. So pretty much the tank that's in that truck up there.
Yeah, I would say yes. Which I would assume would be easy to find. If you called Mike. Yeah. Who? Yeah, it might not be that expensive.
Getting him to answer the phone though.
Matt will leave him a message and I'll call him back. Who? Mike?
PDP. Last night.
Good. Will you video that, please? What he said? He said, technically what?
You are right.
Technically, I'm right.
Today's not my day, today's your day.
Today's my day?
Today's your day.
I get to be right today?
You get to be right.
Well, the crazy thing is I'm right most of the time, but if you want to give me just this day today, that's okay.
But it's always your day.
I guess it is.
I went back there and looked at it.
Look on the toolbox where you put it at. On the tools.
No, I didn't.
Oh, okay. One.
All right, so you're installing the safety wire.
Yeah.
032.
And a lot of people don't do this. And I can tell you, I know why they don't do this. It's kind of a pain in the butt.
Is that 032 hard too?
032 is tough. It's because the way the bolts are,
Oh, yeah.
they're not really, they torque to whatever they torque to and they end up wherever they end up. So
They don't line up in line. Perfectly in line.
Rick, how many times you done this?
Never.
Never?
It's safety.
But if you'd like to take a 10-minute break,
What do you need?
whenever y'all want to take a 10-minute break, we can set this thing down.
Training? You get her out?
No, everything.
So as Hobby's got his record on, they'll do that.
I bet that's probably the most exciting episode. You guys, if the ratings are good now, hopefully the ratings are even
Is
better.
that the one where you push some dude and shit?
No, that's the one
I
where
think that's next week.
he's the one that
That'll be the most exciting episode.
which where we.
I don't know.
Yeah, the one
I don't
where
know
there's a brawl where that dude pushes that
Yeah,
dude.
but y'all almost got in a
push
brawl
you.
over that too. Remember
Yeah, not really. Nobody
when his
nobody
kid
did
did when his
nothing.
kid did the backflip and shit, and somebody threw water at him? Didn't they start pushing?
They didn't do nothing.
If Craig could have found his key, would have been great.
Oh, when he did the backflip.
He's doing the backflip, and Craig's digging through his fucking car looking for the key. He's gonna throw it up in the middle of the
It was probably in his pocket. It was probably in his pocket.
All right, I got this rotor ready for you.
Here you go.
I don't know why Ricky treats you that.
Or he just didn't like that pizza. Like I said,
I don't know
you
why.
took him to
why
gourmet
It's
pizza.
because I liked it.
No, it's
oh, that Ricky
That's-
definitely does that.
It's just
He
like
definitely does that.
you suck. You know.
Ricky, why do you treat Richard bad? I'm just curious because I mean I feel
I'm not gonna lie, like Illuminati's not. I don't think it's that great. You never got to eat the other place we got to go in Chicago.
No, I've been to a couple other ones, but
But the-
Illuminati's is just it.
He has great taste in food just because it's Richard.
who said that? I didn't say that.
Not, but back to what I was saying.
I didn't say he doesn't, but I don't remember
if
ever
we ever
going.
get
Man,
to go
Richard
back
has
to
great taste in
Chicago,
food.
Yeah.
we'll ask Graham to take us to his. What was that?
Daxie.
We'll ask Graham to take us to his buddy's bar. That
that'd be
pizza
cool.
place was pretty good.
Yeah.
It was good.
I mean,
We had one pizza was like super deep dish, fucking something or the other, and that was too much.
It was good though.
See, that's what I said. But Ryan also got this one pizza with some peppers that I ain't even ever heard of. Those ones that were in that you go to Italian places and they have those wine bottles, that recycled ones, and they have all the peppers and shit in them.
Yeah.
That's what they said.
What,
was-
pepperoncinis?
No, it was some other pepper.
Man, there are some good ones.
oh shit, that was fun. That's gonna be.
Have you ever heard about the pizza place in Elgin? It looks just like Chicago style.
Where's
Someone-
Elgin?
Elgin is that way down 40, out 40.
Never heard of that town.
Me either. But I guess it's not far from where we were racing. So
Where's
this
that?
year, if we go to Elk City, I'm gonna get us one for that late night when everybody started in. You get it?
I got it.
Here. let me
Test
go
it and see if. Test it and see if it fits without any of this stuff interfering. Yeah. So. Everything's safety wired.
YouTube, how we do it wrong?
Yeah, tell us how we did it wrong. I'm sure you will. Everything's safety wired. Blow it out, and then get a brake cleaner and take it outside and hose the whole thing off.
Okay.
And then let's test fit it. And make sure none of our newfound wire gets in the way of anything. If we could get completely lucky, maybe it'll all touch, and then we'll cut all the wires off, put it back on.
No.
It's about our luck sometimes.
Sometimes.
Break over somewhere. I shouldn't be doing this, but I'm gonna do it because I'm trusting Ryan's mathematical skills. She's tight and right.
Right and tight.
We only say that because Ryan's got a buddy that doesn't know what that means.
Beaner. Beaner.
Fuck did I do with those washers? Ah, man, I'm losing brain.
Tight? And you look
Yes,
at it?
yeah, they're tight.
Man, I would swear it needs another one.
You said in between the bracket and the spindle, right?
I mean,
That's where I put it.
no, you did it right.
Okay.
It's got room now. Nah, I'm gonna call that good.
Woo! Ah, hurt my ears.
Call that good. Okay, is this tight? Like everything is tight?
No. I gotta put those washers. It's tight, like I ran it down with the gun. But
Okay, make sure this is tight.
the 18s on the back are fucking. You just watch me with the breakover bar.
Okay.
Good.
like that over there.
I don't know what's up with one love now.
Okay, I'm gonna say. Try
Give it a
that.
whirl.
If y'all marked right.
Yeah.
If y'all didn't mark right, I don't know.
It was a guesstimation because we could never get it all the way on there. We couldn't even get it. We're a quarter of the way on.
Clear? Are you clear?
Definitely.
Okay.
Race car.
Bolted wheels on it, man. Race car. Fucking crazy.
Can't make everybody happy, right?
I know, man. Somebody the other day said something. I think Ricky's the fucking, like, he's a race car guy. And he's like, oh, you're gonna make this make more horsepower? I was like, well, yeah, maybe. He's like, oh, it's gonna turn into a race truck? I was like, well, I'm gonna take a blower off that makes X boost. I'm gonna bolt another one on it, and it's gonna make more horsepower. So if that turns it into a race truck, then I guess it's what I'm gonna do.
What year is this Cadillac? 16.
So I saw you guys working over here, Ryan. You had to notch this out.
The dust shield is made for a factory size caliper. Well, the factory caliper is probably that big, so this dust shield used to come way down here and way up here. Obviously, put these new big giant calipers on here. You got to trim this back. So we kind of trimmed it back to where there's about a finger length, but on the top and the bottom, away from the caliper. The only thing we have left on this side, I think Javi's got all the brackets and everything tight in the caliper, is to hook the brake line up. They send you with a straight to come out of the caliper here, and then your connection point for the brake line's over here, and then they send you brake lines, but they're too short. So I think we're gonna get a 90 and kick the brake line back this way. So my brother went out to go pick up a couple fittings from the local store. So really the only thing we have, as soon as Javi gets done with the other side, the only thing we have is to hook up the rear brake lines, and then we can blade this thing. So we're really close to finish it up. They look great.
Yeah, they're beautiful.
Yeah. I bet it's gonna stop amazing.
Yeah.
It was terrible before. Ricky's probably gonna be trying to tow my gooseneck with this now.
Put a goose in it.
Just gonna slop on the other side.
No, I got the airbags.
I think it's
We'll be
perfect
good.
again.
I know we got those airbags in the right spot, so that should be fine.
Put some air in the bags and hook the goose on. Let's roll.
Yeah.
I mean, especially if we're
On the other side?
No, you can prove it. I have no shims. I can put shim in it.
Put shim and it moves it that way. Have you tried?
I had two shims in it at first. That's why I said I put one. Two, I couldn't even get the.
Try one.
Try one.
Yeah. It feels like it's just a little heavy on the front, like they've
Yeah,
got
I feel like you're gonna it's just gonna flop it.
Yeah, it might.
Holding. Okay.
Pump it.
Holding.
Hold it.
Okay.
Hey, don't move the brake pedal until I tell you to move the brake pedal. Because you're just sucking fucking air
I
back
haven't
in.
moved it until you said pump it.
Somehow we're getting a bunch of air
Pulling
afterwards.
today, right now.
I know, it's weird. I'm getting air after the fact. Okay, pump it. Okay, hold it.
Holding.
Maybe a hose. Or even an adapter with a little piece of hose and a jumper to this. Like vacuum line. Hi, bud. Did you have a good day at school?
You tighten it yet?
Yeah, you can let off of it.
Accidentally.
Is this what they sent me that?
I
Kind of
accidentally.
like this little hose. But I don't understand this deal.
Get it?
Very. The brake
Good.
really great.
I was wondering the same thing Ryan was.
What?
I'll cut it down and see if it goes over there. It was like I thought the line was the reason why it was getting those little bitty, because it would go flow and then right when it was right towards the end, it would fucking.
Yeah, that's,
Will that go in that little? No.
yeah, it's on.
No, I meant into the cut.
Now we need
I mean, the pedal feels like it has no air.
a big to small
Yeah, but these. I don't. What are these for?
for bench bleeds, probably.
A little adapter, like
Yeah,
a,
just like
you
a
think
vacuum
air, like an air vacuum one.
Yeah.
Okay.
What? Tell me.
Jacob gave this to me. He said he would give it to me at nap time.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to.
No, hold on. No, cut that.
Well, you know what you got to do now, don't you? Now you have to give him something tomorrow.
I don't have anything to do.
Oh, you got all kinds of stuff to give. That's what sharing is. That's how you be a nice boy.
I can maybe give him a lollipop because that's the best I have.
So you got lots of stuff. You can find something. Cool
best
to give.
is-
You can give him a car.
Best I got.
I don't want to give him a car.
Okay, pump it.
Yeah. Yep. My bad.
Hold it.
You mean pump it?
You fuckhead. I told you to pump it already. Okay, now now pump it.
Now pump it?
Now pump it.
Shouldn't have done anything, right?
I don't. Depends on what he did with his foot up there.
I never moved it.
He ain't fucking paying attention. So.
Pump, holding.
I know
Okay.
There goes some air because Ricky playing some goofy.
He's
Time for a pump it.
dead.
Are you pumping?
Pumping.
Okay, hold it.
Holding.
Hold it.
Holding. Okay.
Okay, you're good.
He will definitely show you.
I'm gonna tell you what. 90% of the time, out of any female in the room, Bean's got the bigger titties.
Do we need to check the fluid or anything? Pumping. Holding. Down.
One more time for good measure.
Pumping. Holding. Jenny.
Calling good to go, Jenny.
We got it nice and tight.